This is the Explorer. And what you need to know about the Explorer is, first of all, he spawns loads more trees, and secondly, the enemies drop 50% of the materials that they would normally pick up. He has a load of other stats about him, so he has a bigger map, he can move faster, he's got faster speed at the start, and there's more enemies spawn, and he's got a weaker attack. We're going to go for harvesting right here. We're going for the Jousting Lance, and the reason is, bag's an amazing find at the start, and we're trying to build up our lances at the start. The reason we're going for the Jousting Lance is this is kind of a guide, and the thing that you want to do is actually kind of ignore the enemies to a certain extent. The way you're going to try and make money is primarily through the bag, and so the fact that we've already found a bag is really good. And so what we're going to try and do is, we are still killing enemies, but we're looking for trees. And so we're just going to kind of run around the map. We're running away from enemies. That's annoying. I wanted to get that tree. Landmines will pick up, I think. I would like more harvesting here if we can get it. Even level 2 upgrades are always good. But we're going to go for the crit chance there. We're going to get another lance there. And I'm thinking about getting the bag because straight away we want to try and boost our economy. Because we're finding half the amount of money from the enemies that we kill, and that one there didn't even drop anything. It means that, like I say, we're trying to kill trees because the trees are going to drop material, but additionally to that, the trees are also going to give us boxes or crates, and those crates are going to hopefully give us, if we've got the bag, some money. So we're looking for luck as well. Luck is another stat that's going to help us a lot. There's one crate there from that tree. Luck is going to help us because luck makes it more likely we find that crate, and finding that crate means it was a good option to get that bag that last round. We're looking here for harvesting, but luck is another stat that we could go for. Haven't found any harvesting. I rolled a lot there trying to find harvesting. HP regen will be of value to us, and I am still looking for crit chance here. It's not the most amazing stat for us. Defective steroids we can use, gives us some more max HP, and we only scale with 50% melee damage. So melee damage isn't amazing for us, but you still got to bear in mind early on that melee damage is quite useful for you, because even at 50% rate, if we get 2 melee damage, we get +1 damage. And as you can see, we're doing about 15 damage with our normal lances. So going up to 16 is actually a significant increase early on. Later on, that melee damage becomes less effective. So again, we're doing the same thing. We're looking to not necessarily fight and kill as many enemies as possible, but we're looking for the trees. And we're trying to pick up as many boxes, crates as we can. And more crit chance, okay. I don't want negative armour, but I'm going to go for it. Okay, armour's good, luck's good here. Actually, all of this, everything here is a good option. I think, yeah, we're going to roll for harvesting. And that might sound silly, but early on you want to get to 21 harvesting as quickly as possible, and we're already falling behind in that, and I would really like to get up to that 21 as soon as possible, particularly because our economy is not that good. Now we have found a bag, so that's positive, and we do need luck boosted, but at the moment our luck's only 10, so we can't rely upon that luck, so that's why I'm trying to boost our economy, try and get that going before we really fall behind. Again, we're just, as you can see, we're just running away. We're avoiding these enemies. Now these lances are a really good weapon for us because they give us extra speed. And so it means, oh, there's a loot alien. We want to try and kill him if possible. Get that extra money from that crate. We got that crate. Now we're looking for the trees at the top here. Can we get another crate? We can't, but we got 3 crates. Amazing. Right, we're going to sell these items that aren't of use to us. More crit chance or harvesting. We can get to 21. There we go. And we got fertilizer. That's fantastic. Okay, so we've got spyglass. I don't think we want. HP regen's decent. We've already got 9 HP regen, which is good. Okay, whistle's very good for us because it helps us find loot aliens, which will drop crates. We haven't massively upgraded our lances. But that's fine. Yeah, we're trying to go for speed because actually one of the main ways that you're going to die on this character is being too slow. So the map is really big. You need to move around the map. You need to be able to get across this map as quickly as you can and kill as many trees as possible. And it's a very different way of playing this game, because normally in Brotato what you're trying to do is maximise the number of enemies that you're fighting, because enemies give you coins. But on Explorer, obviously with 50% less coins on this map, when we kill enemies, that is not such an effective way of making money. In fact, if we do that, we'll probably fall massively behind. So, as I say, you're trying to kill these trees. We're trying to move as fast as possible. We will be looking for more speed wherever we can find it. You can see here, the white flag is attempting, but we're still going to avoid it. I want speed, but that item is so good with the extra health and armour that we're going to pick it up. We're up to 5 armour, so not too bad. Okay, really good. Another bag, that's what we need. Penguin's a good item, small fish is a good item. We're doing decent damage, right, good. A Jousting Lance is what we need. And we have got 16 luck, so the baby elephant does work for us there. Okay, so we're double bag now. Even better. But what we're really looking for, so we've got 2 bags. We want crates, so what we're looking for here is, we're taking heavy damage, so we want to move faster. Here's the speed is coming into play. We're just moving out of the danger. Our HP regen is helping us. We're just trying to run away from enemies. We don't want to spend loads of time nearby. I mean, if we can run and kill, okay, great. But if we can't, that's fine. As you can see, we've already got 4 crates. So this wave is going really well for us with the amount of crates we're picking up. If you don't know, the more crates you get, the less chance you have of finding a crate. So trees become less. Oh, there's a loot alien, but I don't think we're going to be able to kill it in time. So we're getting 300 materials in wave 7, which is not great. Okay, we've got a recycling machine. That is very good for us. Minus luck we don't want. Minus 4 luck we definitely don't want. But the HP regen is very valuable to us. Okay, we haven't got much attack speed, so I think I'm going to go for that. I'm up to 19 attack speed. Another Jousting Lance. How are we doing with armour? This is a good shot for us. More attack speed. More like our damage is minus 46, which is horrific. Which is going to go even less with this attack speed. So we want to look for damage. Starfish is tempting. But I just don't think we can afford to do that actually right now. That extra damage is bad. But as you can see, we're actually, despite having almost minus 50 damage, we are still killing everything really well. So the lances here have really decent damage on them. So that's not to be sniffed at, to be honest. That's worth knowing. They've got the medieval tag, and the medieval tag is one of the better sort of tags that you can get in the game. Well, I like it anyway. I don't know if you like it, but I like it. And again, we're looking for the crates most of all, which we've got 0 of so far. So this is a bit of a nightmare round. Come on, that's 4 trees down, no crates. We haven't got that bad luck. This is the bad thing about picking up that luck, or that minus luck. Okay, we found a crate. Good, we found at least 1 crate. Come on, where's another crate? I only got 1. That was a pretty devastating round. We don't need the pumpkin. More attack speed's good for us. Right, lure's good, because more crates. Speed is good. Luck is very good for us. Charcoal's maybe an option. More melee damage, which hopefully will boost our damage. We do need more damage. Okay, so Vigilante Ring is very good for us. Mouse I think I'll still pick up with that lifesteal and extra enemies. I mean, I know we get minus 50% materials, but any chance to get any enemies on the field does boost your income a little bit, so factor that in a little bit. This round would normally be a harvesting round for you with most characters, but the most important thing here is still trees, still picking up crates, particularly with this double bag. We're kind of trying to kill these loot aliens. Took some heat there, so we're just backing off a bit. Still haven't killed those loot aliens. Okay, we got one down. Now we're looking for more trees. We've already got another crate on the ground, and there's another loot alien. Come on, there we go. So it's guaranteed 3 crates, but I want more. So we're looking at these trees. We're trying to kill them. We're trying to pick up any crates. We didn't find any, but again, we've got more trees, more options, and it's looking like a decent round for us here. Oh, another loot alien. Can we get the kill? I'm not sure if we got the kill there. Now, Pearl's decent. A little bit more damage. More trees is very good for us. More damage. We do take a little bit of heat, but I think that's good for us. Our damage is only minus 27 now. We could go for the harvesting, we could go for the range, but we're going to go for the harvesting. And luck, yeah. We want the luck. We want the vigilante ring to boost our damage. We're building up our lances okay. I prefer higher level lances by this point, but still fine. Right, even more speed. Good. That's what we want. The speed will allow us to get across the level. We left that one for now though, because we're trying to find the items that benefit us this next round. And at the moment, that free reroll helps us a little bit. So because we got those 2 items instead of the speed. So right, we've got a box already. Again, we're just trying to stay out of the enemy's way. Our damage is looking okay now. So we're looking at 30 damage with our normal attacks. We've got a little bit of crit damage going. So that helps with our damage boost, or boosting our damage. Sorry. There's another crate. So look how many trees we're getting on the field now. This is what we want. We want trees. We want luck. We want bags, and we want to combine those things together. And we really don't want to be staying and fighting enemies. Fighting enemies is very much a secondary here. As you can see, I'm not trying to avoid killing enemies. They still give us money, but I'm just kind of swinging in and out of them. Looking for these trees, and I'm just hunting the trees. I'm using my speed to get us out of any sort of danger. So any danger, we're just running. Not an amazing round. We only found 2 bags, but it's fine. We got some more armor. We're up to 9. Even more speed. Really good. Minus 8 luck. We do not want at all, but our health is low at this point, so I'm going to pick it up. And I don't know if that baby gecko is worth it. We went for it this time. Bone dice we're going to pick up because our damage is so low. Okay, fish hook is a good item. Fish hook, what it does, it curses items, if you didn't know. And cursed items, they are really good. They basically is double as good as they were before. So once we get the fish hook, any items that we lock in our shop can then be cursed. Sometimes it's a bit risky cursed because it makes the enemies become purple and cursed, and then they're more dangerous, but it's still on balance nearly always better to get cursed. Right, so we're again looking for crates. We've got 1 in our inventory, and I can see 2 on the map. So our luck is working for us this round, even though we got that negative luck. And that's the thing about luck. You can have really high luck and still not get lucky, but you want to kind of play to the odds. Normally, if you've got good luck, weirdly, you get better luck in the rounds. That tip is free for you. Right, there's a loot alien. We want to try and kill him. He's guaranteed money for us, so there we go. Get these build. There's another one down there, but I can't even really see him. And I did put myself at a bit at risk, but we've got 4 crates, and then we got buried treasure, which means that we have a chance now, 20% chance of finding 2 items in a crate. So that's a really good item because we've already got 39 luck, and hopefully here we're going to pick up even more luck. So, but looks like I'm looking for armour, which again at this stage, as we're coming up towards more difficult rounds, is quite useful. Frozen heart we could use. We have got decent crit chance. It means that our weapons now scale with elemental damage. It's not the best item, but it's still good. Right, we're going to go for gentle alien. I think that was a mistake. We should have gone for baby squid that round. A leather vest is amazing for us. Again, our health is not great. Normally by about round wave 12, you want about 50 health. That would be what my normal aim is. But it's fine. If you're okay at this game, if you're good at dodging, you can kind of survive on lower health. It just makes it a little more dangerous for you, and it just depends on how much danger you feel like you can get away with. But I think at this stage, we haven't been that close to dying. Our health, it hasn't been a massive problem, and our speed is just carrying us here. So as you can see, lots of enemies on the map. The map is bigger than a normal map. If we get in trouble, we can go and pick up those consumables. We've got decent consumable heal, we've got decent HP regen, we've got okay armor. So all in all, when you balance all those things together, health isn't as important as it might be normally. But still, we're not trying to prioritize killing things here. Our priority is still trees, trying to get those boxes, those crates as much as we can. and we got 3 that round. Right, even more health and armour, that's a good item for us. Clover's great. And Peaceful Bee's okay actually with the extra dodge. We're up to 19 dodge now, which isn't rubbish. And wow, 12 HP really does heal our HP problems. And we got a cursed leather vest, and that is why you get the fishhook, because that leather vest becomes so powerful. And we've got a 3rd bag. Now, if you get 3 bags, honestly, it just means that you've probably won the round. You shouldn't really lose it. I mean, I have still lost rounds with 3 bags, but 3 bags is just what you want, and particularly with this character, the 3 bags is going to really help carry us. And it's not normally, if I'm good as this is a guide, it's not, you can't really kind of plan for bags, but good to know that they're really powerful, so that if you find them, you can really make the most of them. Again, we are just particularly these what they call these serpent things, tentacles. You don't really want to. The way you want to dodge them is either kind of giving them a very wide berth, running away from them, or go really close to them. So you don't want to do like halfway house. So either you run through them, or you run away from them. That's the way to dodge them. So there we decided to run away from them. They're very slow moving, so particularly on a map this big, we can just run. We're not getting great. Okay, adrenaline's an amazing item. A cursed adrenaline gives us extra dodge, and that does damage. More consumable heal, more dodge. Now we do damage when we dodge, and we've got decent dodge. So nothing got cursed, but we've got really good bone dice now, which means that when we roll, it's quite a good chance. We've got 6 consumable heal. Okay, and then cape, we're going to lock that item. That's going to basically get us up to dodge cap pretty much. Even more consumable heal. If you don't know what that is, it means when you find a box or you see those green things on the ground, when you pick them up, +2 consumable heal means that those are now going to heal you for 2 more. So we've got so much consumable heal. Now this is wave 14, normally a really difficult wave. It could be tricky for us if we keep killing the spawners and we don't kill those things that spawn from them. So we're trying to hang around after we kill a spawner and try and kill as many of these spawned aliens as we can. We're not doing a great job, to be honest, and this is where this round can get very, very dangerous indeed. We've got very good dodge, which may be the thing that saves us here, because we've got very fast movement speed, and the thing about fast movement speed is it does make it difficult to dodge. Actually, on this game, one of the best things you can do to dodge out the way is stay still, weirdly. If you move, you will often run into projectiles, but we're doing our very best to dodge. Our dodge is coming off clutch, and actually we didn't take much damage at all. Now, more speed, I don't think we really need that, but we're going to go for it anyway. We're going to get the cape for the extra dodge, so that's going to bring us up to 58 dodge, so we're nearly at the cap. Ice Cube's great for us, 10% more damage. We have got elemental damage. And the shackles are actually good for us because we've got 57 speed. We don't really need to be any faster than that. Okay, this is actually a boss wave. Didn't even notice that. And so we're not even going to try and fight him. I don't think we've got the damage to kill him. And so what you need to do, particularly with bosses, is you want to work out quite early on, is this a boss I'm going to be able to kill? Is this a boss I'm not going to be able to kill? And the things that you're going to do to try and work that out are, first of all, have you got good attack speed? If you've got very good attack speed, you probably will be able to kill a boss. If it's low, probably won't. If you've got very high damage, okay, I took a lot of damage there. If you've got very high damage, you may well be able to kill a boss if you've got low attack speed, but that is the only situation. And so what we're trying to do here, we're just trying to run away as fast as we can from the boss, move around the map. A lot of projectiles you can see. But our dodge is so high, it's not really a danger to us, and we've got good HP regen, we've got good armour. I'm not too worried. Wandering Bot is not a bad item, but we're going to roll past it. Glass Cannon, again, not a bad item for us, but I want to keep our armour up. Black Flag is a very good item if you're doing really well. Right, attack speed's good. Glasses is probably the thing I least wanted to get cursed, but it's still fine. The extra range with this character can be quite helpful. Right, we're locking the shackles, and our HP regen is now 41, so we're very relatively safe. We could actually get the snail, slow down enemies, makes it a bit easier for us to dodge out the way. We don't really need weird food anymore, but maybe we hold on to it and just, I don't know, maybe we re-roll. Improved tools, okay, attack speed's good. If that gets cursed, even better. Lock in the pearl. We're just trying to really lock items there in that shop that really help us with regard to if they get cursed. And that's kind of what you want to try and do if you've got the fish hook. Because the fish hook, yeah, you want to be finding items that you want to lock that the fish hook can curse, and that's what we were doing there. So you want to roll to try and find good items in that shop. It's not a really good chance with one fish hook, but if you get multiple fish hooks, it can become really quite easy to curse items in the shop that are locked. Okay, we are trying to, as best as we can, kill those buffers, but again, we do still want to be focusing on the trees. The ones that look like kind of rocks and they're moving very slow, they're buffing aliens, and what they're doing, if you can see things that are going red, that's because they went close to those buffing aliens, and the buffing aliens have now cursed them. And then when they're buffed, they're obviously more powerful, they're faster, they're stronger, they do more damage. So 632 coins is actually now a really decent amount of money that we're making. 30 luck's really good. Lantern I'm not sure I love because it increases our knockback, but we're going to go for it anyway. And our lifesteal is now okay. Melee damage, that actually does do 3 more damage for us, so still okay, not great. Nothing got cursed. I actually don't think we really need the fin anymore, but we're going to go for it anyway. I mean, our speed is capped, so there's only really 3 life still we're picking up there. That is unless we find power generator, which means our damage will scale with our speed. Gambling token we don't need. Okay, that's good. Another jousting token. Okay, this boss is one you can either farm or you can try and kill him. So what we're going to try and do, I think, is run away from him. Because he will spawn, if you can see his damage, we haven't done an awful lot of damage to him. I don't think we can kill him. We might try again here. But I just don't think we've built the damage that we would need to kill him, so we don't need to bother with that. We can farm though, even though there's less enemies. Sorry, we get less money from the enemies that we do kill. That's not to say that we don't get money, so we can rush in and then just like farm as much. Particularly with these lances, like you can see there, they're very good at killing big groups of enemies. And can we kill that loot alien? We're trying our best. We did get it, and yes, we got 5 crates, and so now our crates are really starting to build up there. We're gonna get this extra health, extra melee damage, incendiary turret. We can get. We would probably want to roll for armour there. Would have been better, but now we've got pocket factory. We can use kind of piercing damage. That now becomes something. Right, baby elephant's great for us because we've got 75 luck. We can use that. A bit of melee damage too is useful. We can use that. Right, lifesteal's always good. Scarf's very good for us. Let's get even more enemies on the field. It's always good. The good thing about having even more enemies on the field as well is that because we've got decent lifesteal, it means that we can heal off this enemies. So you might think, oh, more enemies in the field is more dangerous, but actually we can heal off them. So it's kind of like a bonus to have more enemies on the field. And as you can see, they're not doing it's not too bad to dodge them. We've got so much speed. They're kind of like stopping to charge at us, and we can easily move out of the way. They're very rarely kind of like cornering at us. So there's no problem having more enemies here. Making the most of that, making a big map. We got decent luck. Again, we're still trying to just look for trees. That is our MO. That's our priority. The big map means we're less likely to be hit by these projectiles as well. So normally the projectiles would be pinning us in, but the big map means that we're not being pinned in completely. And this is going well. Nothing was really that damaging. We got 5 crates again. More life still. Can't say no to that. Another fish hook, really good. More crit chance we can use. Some luck and some dodge. We don't really need the dodge, but more luck is great. And that's not a bad item, you know. That 95 HP. I'm actually going to ignore the HP on this heart because we don't really need it, even though it's a level 4 upgrade. We've got plenty of HP. We've got very decent armour in 25. We've got full-on dodge. More luck is... See, more luck means more consumables dropped on the field. And that's why that's still a good item. Baby Elephant Cursed means that we can make the most of our luck. Look, we got 2 crates on the first... 3 crates on the first few trees. So, straight away, we're just generating money. Our damage is now starting to grow. So we're up to the hundreds. And this might now mean we can try to kill the final wave aliens. We don't... The kind of the bosses, the elites. I'm not sure if you call them bosses or elites. Probably bosses, aren't they? Those 2 bosses that we fight, normally with this character I think we'd run away from them. But this character's become so powerful, we may well be able to try and fight them, see how we do. I hope you can see why the lance is so good. It's very much like the spear, but it gives you that extra speed, and so you don't really want to be standing still with this lance, but this character doesn't want to be standing still anyway. He wants to be running. He wants to be moving as quickly as he can around the map to try to find the trees. And so if you have a go with this character, let me know in the comments. Let's get that baby elephant. Gives us more damage from the luck. More health, I guess we'll get. More crit chance. Kraken's Eye means we get a 50% chance of exploding when we get hit, so we're not going to turn our nose up at that. I think crit chance would be decent here. We've got 30 already. I don't know if I picked up the power generator somewhere else and I just don't notice, but we really don't need that speed, particularly because our speed is locked. Or it might be because I was playing Speedy the other day and I've got myself confused. But anyway, if I have got the power generator, great. If I haven't, I'm just being a muppet by picking that up. Now we've got very decent level Jousting Lances, so that this last wave is really coming together. We're up to 74 damage. The leather vest would have been good, but here's wave 20, and so we're gonna have a go at doing some damage to this boss. I'm gonna call him a boss. We're gonna go in circles. I think this is the best way of fighting these bosses. You see that the kind of octopus boss, how his attack moves down in a circle. I try to follow that attack pattern. If you just follow it round, it's a good way of dodging out the way of that one, and then you can kind of focus on dodging the other elite. I think we're doing decent damage here, so we've done decent damage to both these elites. It's better to focus one down, but we're trying to get this octopus out of the way. Again, we're going to circle him as much as possible, and I think he's nearly down. So he wasn't a problem at all, actually, with these upgraded lances. And now, one enemy left. There's loads of trees left on the field, but at this stage we don't really need to kill them. I suppose we can create little turrets for ourselves. They will slowly kind of tickle away at this boss if he goes in that direction. But I think our main attacks are what going to kill him. No, but maybe it is our turrets that are going to finish him off. There we go, one run. What damage did we do with these lances? Very decent. 19,000, 12,000, 16,000, 23,000, 9,000. So the lance is very decent damage. The baby elephants kind of like helped with killing through luck. I think the bags are going to be the items that kind of really made this run as powerful as it was. Normally on this run you would complete it, but you wouldn't be so powerful, and the reason we were so powerful is because we got those 3 bags, and that just allows us... wow, adrenaline did really well. HP recovered was a lot. The cursed items really worked well for us in this round. That saved a lot of money. The dangerous bunny, 168. Coupon saved us a lot of money, 397. Bone dice didn't do great, but the treasure map found us 9 free items. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time.